ladies, listen to the king. Did you hear? He say, look in the mirror and say what, King? Tell the ladies, because they need to hear.
You gotta look in the mirror and say it's not me.
Yep.
You know, it's
the
not
ladies
me.
need to hear that.
And by the way,
y'all
the
be
men
having
too.
Yeah.
The men too, because there's some cutthroat, ruthless ass bitches out here right now too.
Yeah.
Listen, I sit in the locker room. You know, I'm in locker rooms and shit now. But, you know, it's a lot of women out here that's now kind of flipped the script.
They ain't going for everything.
And you know, some homies out here that's trying to be good too and just, you know, trying to figure it out. And now they looking in the mirror saying, damn, what did I do wrong? Homies, it ain't you.
It ain't always you.
Even if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And if it ain't, champ, like you just gotta.
I do think people need to hear that.
Now, they need to hear, stop forcing it. If it's not there, like that's my biggest thing. Because a lot of I know a lot of friends that like, I'm like, bro, you're obviously telling me things that like I would have been just stopped it. But like they just scared to like stop it.
Scared to be alone.
Boy question, guy question. How quickly do you know when it ain't going nowhere?
Like 30 days. First day.
First day?
In my
First
opinion.
day?
Yes.
Nah.
Like first day meet up. Like first date, you'll know. In my
first
opinion.
date.
First date.
Yeah,
First date.
That's true. That's true. I've been with my girl since my first date.
In my opinion, first date, you'll be able to know. Like you'll get the vibe. Like
I've been with my girl since the first date.
That's true.
For sure. You would know.
You would know.
That's a fact.
I feel like you can know you gonna be with somebody on the first date.
100%.
Forever?
No.
Yeah, it may not
you know gonna be forever.
You don't know on the first date forever, but you know you can know you can know you can go on the second date.
You want to okay, I like this.
Yeah. You don't know forever. Yeah.
I know my girl for like a year now, but I've been before that. I was like, I'm not getting no relationship. Like my life the way I have right now. Like I like being single. And then after when we went on our first date, I was like, damn, like I like her.
He's like, this different.
I'm like, yeah, this fire. Like
that's what it takes. The right
and
one.
You'll know. Like you'll know. Like I could like you start imagining like y'all together and shit like that. It start formulating.
Yeah, you also know that first date if this shit ain't this shit is trash.
So how do you think that we live in a world where integrity is valued?
No. Hell no. Everything is so fake now, man. Can't be honest with people like you just said. Everybody's so sensitive. You know, so you're afraid sometimes to hurt people's feelings because you don't know how they're gonna take it. You know, even if it still means something to you, like, you know, it's not the old school way. Like I grew up in the 80s and grew up in the 90s where, you know, you could really like say something to somebody and they wouldn't take it so personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They really take it to heart, take it, you know, and they could be mad at somebody for a day or two, even be mad at them for a couple months, and then we can come together and have a conversation about it. I just don't think it's the way of the world is today. Like everything you say, people, every time you say something, people think you talking to them, first of all. Nigga. I'm not fucking talking about you or to you. All right? Like everything you say, everybody look at your story, see you post something, and then everybody, you know, whatever you post, they're like, oh, is he talking about me? Like, what the I can't just have a thought.
It's so crazy. Braun has just been on this, you know, podcast generational run right now. You know, feels like he's going to retire soon because he don't really give a fuck no more. You know, back then when you ask Braun something on the podcast, it's just going to give you some political answers, you know. But it seems like he don't care no more because it feels like, you know, he's about to retire or something because he's just been going crazy lately. But he's not wrong. These women out here, they're cold. These women are cold. They will cut you off like that. You know, and that's why I do tell a lot of men too, you got to do the same thing. You know, if you feel like, you know, it's not working out, just cut that shit out. Move to the next thing, you know. Try your best. It's not working. Just move on. You know, these women are cold. Women are cold. You know, sometimes they do regret it later. You know, they cut you off and sometimes they don't. They just don't give a shit. And they might never remember you. It don't matter what you do. They don't care. It don't benefit them. They don't care. Sometimes it benefits them. They still don't care. These women out here, they're cold. They're going to do things that you're going to be surprised they did. And you be like, what? That girl did that? Yeah. So Braun is right, man. There's women out here cold as shit. You know, that's why you got to play your card right. You know, I'm not saying you shouldn't give, you know, love a chance or whatever. Try it. If it don't work for you, cut it out. Find someone else. It's as simple as that. You know, sometimes we men, we tend to stay long because you're like, let's give it a try. Let me give it a try. And this woman end up just using you. You think she likes you, but she's just manipulating you and just getting something out of you. Trust me, I've been in this situation, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. I've been in this situation, so man, like multiple times. Because sometimes you fall for this. Oh, she's so nice, she's so caring, and no, she's not. If that shit ain't benefiting her no more, she gonna cut you out. That's what they're cold, man. They're cold out on the street. So I wish more men can do the same. Just if things are not going a woman's way, she's just gonna cut you away. But some men don't know how to do that. I had to learn that shit. I had to learn how to do it. Like, okay, this shit is not working. I cut it and move on. Most men ain't got this shit. That's why so many men get stuck in a bad relationship. So Braun is right. And he spoke about, fake life and all this shit. Yeah, it's not integrity no more, man. Everything is fake now. Social media is fake. So many things we talk about, or people talk about, or people do online, and you comparing your life to it. You're just wasting your time. Because I just spoke about this other video the other day. Y'all can check it out. This Swahili girl, and the way she portray on Instagram, acting like she got all this money and all this shit, but she's just an Instagram, thought. She's just a Dubai yacht girl and shit. And so many people probably killed themselves thinking that they want a life like that. But you gonna do what you gonna do? No, I bet not. There's so many things that are fake now. You don't even know what's real. Everything is just fake. So at some point, and I keep watching the shit. It said it says something about if you met a woman, you're gonna know from the first date. Good point. Yeah, I think not. Some women are a little bit hard to read, or sometimes you just don't know what you want from this person, or maybe you had a conversation. But most time, once you see somebody as a man, most men, once they see the woman, they just, okay, this one is good for me. I like this girl. I like the way she talks, the way she approaches things. It's easy to do that, especially if you're dealing with a woman, with a man. Once the man's criteria is not that hard to meet up. You're pretty decent. You're not a whore. You're good looking and shit. Pretty much, he's gonna like you. The problem is we live in a modern society now. Everybody just want to be horse, and everybody just want to be an OnlyFans, and it's hard to find a good woman out there, and most people are just trash. That's the problem. But once you show some class, and you don't have some shitty past, and it's gonna like you. He's gonna like you. So from the first date, if it goes well and everything is smooth, most time it's gonna go well. But if you go on that date and there's a little bit of argument here, an argument that, trust me, it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. And we all know some women just go out to just eat. They're not there for you, they're there for the food. The free drink and the free food. Most women are just there for that. So it's hard. I understand it's hard as a man to understand. Okay, is this person just using me for food and shit? Because sometimes you like this person and they're just misbehaving. It's hard to read the shit. Because sometimes you look at this person, you'll be like, okay, I like this person, but this person is just a piece of shit. Maybe later you might find out, like, oh, damn, I just wasted my time. True. So, but from the first dates, it's pretty much obvious if the date goes well. It's pretty much obvious, like, okay, I like this person. I want to, be with this person. Maybe someone else might fuck it up, but from that first date, it's easy to know that. So the three things on that podcast that I picked out, I think it's pretty on point. It's just so crazy that you see Braun on a podcast and he's just not caring no more. That's just seems like he's gonna retire soon, the way I'm looking at it. But anyway, guys, let me know what y'all think about this whole segment and situation and shit. Please like and subscribe my channel, man. I'm out of here.